This book is called Jacob's New Dress by Sarah and Ian Hoffman, illustrated by Chris Case. Based off of the picture, I think that boy is Jacob because he's the only boy on the cover. And new dress means it's brand new, so I think that the purple dress in all of the pictures is the new dress, the purple and white one. I also noticed Jacob is playing with cars and dinosaurs, but he also seems to be dancing and kind of posing. So maybe Jacob likes doing all different sorts of activities, and I think he likes doing them at home. Let's get started. Oh wow, based off this page, it looks like Jacob is at the playground or the school, so I must have been wrong. Jacob ran to join Emily in the dress-up corner. Emily slid into a shiny pink dress, while Jacob wiggled into a sparkly yellow dress. Oh wait, sorry students, I mixed that up. Let me reread that. Emily slid into a shiny yellow dress, while Jacob wiggled into a sparkly pink dress. They both reached for the crown, but Jacob got there first. "I'll be the princess," he said. Christopher frowned. "Jacob, why do you always wear girl clothes? Put on knight armor. That's what boys wear." "Christopher, stop telling us what to do," said Emily. Wow, based off the image, it looks like Christopher is really angry and mean. Miss Wilson heard the hubbub. "What's going on, kids? Jacob is wearing girls' clothes," complained Christopher. So far we know that Christopher thinks that dresses are for girls. I wonder why he thinks that, because when we're playing dress up, I think we can be whatever we want. I don't think it matters what we are. Maybe we can keep reading and see if that's the case or not. "The dress-up corner is where we come to use our imaginations," Miss Wilson said. "You can be a dinosaur, a princess, or a farmer, anything. See, just like we thought, you can be whatever you want when you play dress-up." Let's keep reading. "Christopher, what do you want to be?" "A boy," Christopher scowled. Miss Wilson smiled. "Jacob, you try it. What new thing could you imagine being? A firefighter? A policeman?" "Mrs. Wilson," Jacob said proudly, "I'm the princess." "How was school today?" Mom asked. "We must be at Jacob's home now, and that must be his mom." "Christopher says, 'Boys can't wear dresses,'" said Jacob. "Can they?" "Of course they can," Mom hugged Jacob. "Why don't you get your dress you wore on Halloween and play in that?" "Oh, well, that's good to know. It looks like Jacob's mom is really supportive of him wearing a dress." That's nice. Jacob pulled on his witch's dress and twirled. He loved the way the black lace swirled around him. "I want to wear my dress to school." Jacob's mom frowned. "I don't think so," she said. "That's for dress up at home. It would get dirty at school." "Then can I wear a regular dress? A dress I can wear to school?" Mom was quiet. "Let me think about that," she said. I'm confused. I thought Jacob's mom was okay with him wearing a dress, but now she doesn't seem to be since he wants to bring it to school. Maybe if we keep reading we can find out why." Jacob wondered what to play next. Pirate, princess, bird. Heaping 3 towels onto the floor, Jacob made a nest. Then he wrapped another towel around himself for feathers. Snug and warm, he imagined what a school dress would look like. I think it's important to point out here, students, that Jacob really loves wearing a dress. It's something he's really passionate about. The next morning, Jacob stood on the stairs, wrapped in a giant bath towel. "What are you wearing?" asked Mom. "It's like a dress, but I can get it dirty," Jacob said, pointing to the towel. "I made it." Dad frowned. "You can't go to school like that. Put on some shorts and shirt under that dress thing," Mom said, "and hurry, we're late for school." See, I don't like that, students. His mom and dad don't seem to be really supportive of him, and as we know, Jacob really loves wearing a dress and he really wants to wear one to school. Maybe things will get better if we keep reading. "What's that?" demanded Christopher. Jacob moved closer to his mom. "Good morning, Christopher," said Jacob's mom. "Jacob's wearing something new he invented. Isn't it nice?" Christopher didn't answer. "I want a dress like that," cried Emily. "Where'd you get it?" "It's not a dress," said Jacob, glancing up at his mom. "It's a dress thing." Jacob saw Emily smile and grinned back. "I can make you one." That's good to point out here, students, that Jacob's mom is really being supportive now. So I guess things have changed, and Emily is a good friend, too. The playground was full of laughter and running feet as children played tag. Christopher sneaked up, yanked off Jacob's towel, and ran away whooping. "Christopher is mean," hissed Emily. Jacob watched Christopher wave the towel like a captured flag and started crying. That wasn't very nice. "How was school today?" Mom asked. "Christopher stole my dress thing," said Jacob. The tears flooded back. Mom hugged Jacob. "I'm sorry. Christopher's not always a good friend." "Mom," whispered Jacob, "can you help me make a dress thing?" Mom didn't answer. The longer she didn't answer, the less Jacob could breathe. Uh-oh, students, I predict here that his mom won't make him a dress. I hope Jacob's okay. Seems like he can't breathe. "Let's get the sewing machine," she said finally. Jacob felt the air refill his body. He grinned. Mom smiled back. "There are all sorts of ways to be a boy," she said, "right?" What a relief, students. I thought she wouldn't, but it looks like she is going to make the dress. That's very nice of her. Dad looked up from his book. "Mom and I made a dress," said Jacob quietly. Dad studied the dress. Jacob started to get that can't breathe feeling again. Uh-oh, students, I think this time is for real. I don't think Jacob's dad will let him wear a dress to school. Let's keep reading and find out. "I can see you worked really hard on that dress," said Dad. "Are you sure you want to wear it to school?" Jacob nodded. Dad nodded back and smiled. "Well, it's not what I would wear, but you look great." Oh, what a relief. I thought for sure his dad wouldn't let him, so it's good to know he is. Things are really progressing in this book. Jacob skipped up the front walk to school. He found Emily inside and showed her his new dress. They found matching colors in their clothes and laughed. Purple and white. "Do you want to play dress up?" asked Emily. "No, monkey bars." Together they ran out the playground. Look at all these colors, students. Wow. "My mom and I made this dress," Jacob said proudly at circle time. "We used her sewing machine." "That's wonderful," said Miss Wilson. "Was the sewing machine hard to use?" "Why does Jacob wear a dress?" interrupted Christopher. Miss Wilson paused. "I think Jacob wears what he's comfortable in. Just like you do. Not very long ago, little girls couldn't wear pants. Can you imagine that?" Christopher shook his head. "I asked my dad, and he says boys don't wear dresses." It seems like Christopher is just not giving up. You know what, students? This kind of reminds me of a time when I was younger. Similar to Jacob, I used to love playing with Barbies. I'd always play Barbies or dolls with my friends during playtime, and this boy was mean to me because of it. He didn't make me feel good, but I realized he was wrong. Toys and clothes are meant for anyone, not just boys or girls. Even though some adults and kids say that, it's not true, students. We can play or wear with whatever we want as long as we like it. Let's keep reading. Jacob rubbed the hem of his dress, looking at the little stitches he'd sewn himself. He could hear Miss Wilson and the other kids talking, but their words sounded far away. On the playground, Christopher yelled, "Let's play tag, boys versus girls. Jacob, you're on the girls' team." A bunch of kids laughed. Jacob felt his dress surrounding him like armor, soft, cottony, magic armor. I think he's going to be brave, students. I think he's going to stand up to him. "Christopher, I made this dress and I'm proud of it. I'm going to wear it. And you know what else?" Jacob tagged Christopher. "You're it." Jacob sprinted across the playground, his dress spreading out like wings. Wow. Wasn't that a great book, students? Here's some information of the author and the illustrator at the back. This says, "Some kids say boys can't wear girl clothes, but why not?" And then the back says there are a lot of different ways to be a boy. I think this book is a really good example to show that. This book shows that there are many different ways to be a boy. Oftentimes we are told to act and play with certain things if we are a boy or a girl, or anything in between. But oftentimes we have certain interests, so it shouldn't matter who we are. What should matter is if we're having fun and enjoying ourselves. So remember, students, if you've ever felt like Jacob, know you're perfect the way you are and always be true to yourself. Sometimes it takes a lot of courage, but it's always better to stand up for what you love than ignore it to fit in. Thank you for reading with me. Goodbye for now.